What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Ron back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support on the road to 100K subs. Let's get it. Like the music that you hear, click the links that are in the description. I did just drop volume 3, so be on the lookout for that. That is, I recently just added that to the description also, okay? And look out for the Unplugged Traveler travel channel. I'm gonna be leaving here in about the next 20 days, give or take. Well, yeah, about 3 weeks. All right, so check out the prologue video I got on there, trying to motivate guys to travel. All right, so why men are no longer dating in the West, number 27, I think. All right, so without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump into it because I got about 4 or 5 clips for you guys.
Would it be my preference if a girl just didn't even have social media? Probably.
This is giving red flags. I'm not gonna lie.
Here's the interesting thing is that men are not allowed to have preferences, standards, and boundaries. Nobody bats an eye when a woman says, I want XYZ in a partner. But the moment a guy says, here are my boundaries, preferences, and standards, oh, misogyny, red flag. This, that. And the fact of the matter is, women are more picky than men are. Women have far more standards for men than do men have standards for women. But if a guy says, I want XYZ, insecure, misogyny, blah, 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 it's always going to be met with some sort of shaming language. But go ahead. Would it be...
Oh, man. Cook, bruh. Cooking, man. And you know what? This is something that more men need to start pointing out, because what I've noticed with women when it comes to this, when like when Shorty said, oh, this is giving off red flags. No, the fact that you said is giving off red flags is a red flag, because any woman that feels the need to shame a man for wanting what he wants from a woman is it says a lot about that woman, because just like he said, women are far more pickier than men. I mean, I'm like, it's the reason why most of y'all find most men unattractive, which probably explains why y'all keep complaining about men cheating on y'all, because all of y'all are going after the smaller percentage of men. Just a theory. Let's keep it moving.
I have never felt for short kings more until I watched this video.
Case, we wanted to see if anyone would pick 5'3" Rob. When Andrea told us women like doctors, we gave him an MD. Their choice?
Andrew. I would say Matt, I think.
No, Rob.
He's a doctor.
We piled on some more assets. We said besides being a doctor, he was also a best-selling author and champion skier who just built his own ski house.
Does that affect your choices? He's still short.
Then we gave Rob a promotion. We made him chief of staff at a prestigious hospital.
Who would you pick, Kim? Angie's probably the closest to who I'd pick.
Right?
I'd pick Matt.
He's chief of
Jeffrey,
staff.
the pilot.
What would it take? Now we said Rob was also a gourmet cook who loves children.
Oh, definitely. I would take him in a minute.
Oh,
then.
thank
Height,
you.
no problem.
I wouldn't, because I would think I don't want short little kids.
So I gotta say, shout out to all the short men, because y'all be playing life on legendary difficulty, and y'all still be living, man. Y'all still do it.
Yeah, I'm like, this is why when it comes to dating, I have no sympathy or empathy for women anymore. You know what I mean? Because of examples like that. Did y'all not realize everything that they had to put on that man just to get a guy that short to be desired by women? Now, this does prove that men can make up for lack of looks. But look how much they had to put on top of the other just for one woman to finally accept them, and it was still women, majority, that was saying nah, because I just don't want my kids to be short. Bruh. So it just goes to show you, like, women think about that. And I think that's the reason why women have an obsession with 6-foot men. And then once again, y'all wonder why y'all out here sharing men. Only 14% of men are that height.
You stupid.
Let's keep it moving.
The College of Psychologists, a bunch of people put in power by the government, is threatening to take my dad's psychology license because he's been criticizing the government. This isn't a joke. This has been torturing my family since 2018. sexually bullying my dad in a way that really caused everyone in my family a lot of stress. They've been around since about the 60s. They've been infiltrated by the government, and now it looks like they're being used to control particularly conservative working professionals. Think you can trust your doctor to talk to you about anything that the government doesn't back? Definitely not. He's getting investigated because of tweets he's tweeted, personal tweets, opinions, things he said on Joe Rogan. Such a scam too. They're requiring him to do media retraining that he pays $225 an hour for an unspecified amount of time. And then at the end of that training, they decide whether or not he's learned anything and whether he can continue being a psychologist. This isn't even a process that goes to court.
Let me play this next clip for you guys, and then I'm gonna speak on it because the next clip is kind of related too. Check this out.
I really do believe that modern feminism encourages male absence. It encourages it because it's become toxic. They use terms like toxic masculinity, right? And I say to myself, all of their examples of the idea of what it means to be a man now is toxic. They think, oh, this is a man, masculinity is wrong. There's something inherently wrong with being a masculine man. And to me, I always say that it was toxic masculinity that saved me. You know, I had a healthy fear of my grandfather. Nobody played around with my grandfather. We still don't play around with my grandfather, you know, and it's just, there's a certain level of respect when you're in his home. There are rules. And because I had that healthy fear, I was, I guess, more responsive to that sort of authority when I had to go out in real life. You know, I believed in structure. And yet this version of feminism today, we have women that are basically promoting men should act like women, right? And women should act like men. There's all of this confusion. You can pick your gender, you can do what you want. And ultimately what I think it's doing is feeding into this idea of a breakdown of the family.
All right, now the reason why I wanted to play those two clips back to back before I said anything is because I think they are both connected, and I think this is one of the things that I say is created by design. Because there is no way in hell that you're gonna tell me that when Jordan Peterson is over here similar to Andrew Tate, trying to embrace men, trying to get men to embrace their masculinity, grow the hell up and grow a pair. You know what I mean? Obviously, his way of going about it is a lot different from an Andrew Tate or even a Kevin Samuels. But my point being is, why are guys like that being silenced, being retrained in media? You know what I mean? Just for the things that he's tweeted about. And then you got, I'm like, now I know people have their differences about Candace Owens, but I'm like, they've tried to come for her too for trying to spill the beans. So it's like, let's not sit over here and act like people aren't getting silenced for trying to tell the truth. This is another reason why men are no longer dating in the West. Because like she said, anything that's perceived as masculine is considered toxic. I remember one time at my old job, a woman called me toxic simply because I said she couldn't beat me in a fist fight. I was called toxic for that, guys. That goes to and this woman is probably like 22, 23, Gen Z. So that right there tells you everything. And I think I asked her out, bro. I'm like, I regret that to this day. Let's keep it moving.
How everything is shifting. All you girls, like, you probably all think you're 10s. You probably all think that you deserve like a 6-figure man or 7-figure man. A lot of these times, like, a lot of you want to just fuck with celebrities. A lot of you have a false idea of what the dating marketplace is like because you're fucking with the top like 10%, 5% of guys who are fucking most of the girls. So you think that's what all guys are like, and when you meet an average guy, you think he's below average, and really that's the norm. So everything's getting separated, and men are getting sadder because of that. Men are not being noticed. Most men feel invisible because of this.
So therefore, there should be no backlash from for guys getting passports and going abroad. Y'all are ignoring most men anyway. Y'all find most men unattractive anyway. So why is it that those guys are getting bashed? It's unnecessary. But see, deep down, women like the ones at this table here, they know that those guys, most of those guys that they do ignore, they know one of them will treat them the way they want to be treated. They just won't be able to provide them a lifestyle that they feel they deserve. And the only reason why you feel entitled to that is because of the way you look. Because if y'all women were average looking and overweight, like most of the women in this country, and the stats prove it, don't at me, then y'all wouldn't be asking for all of that. So to some degree, women do know they level. The problem is just that social media, along with the world of entertainment, has inflated y'all ego, just like the economy. I'm like, and it's a really, really bad combination, as you can see. You know what I mean? Shout out to Kings and Dreams. Winter is coming. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this, man. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hitting that bell notification. That way y'all know what I'm uploading, and hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm. It helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the Unplugged Traveler channel. Link is in the comments, pinned at the top, and also in the description, man. To the next video, y'all. Deuces.